Fair to say that the Republicans had a tighter ship up until the moment that their nominee spoke, of course.
But they also had fewer people that they had to showcase. I mean, I think this is the thing with Democrats. They had a roster of...
Hey guys, this is a new one. Please join me and watch this video and see where Jack Tapper and other CNN pundits admitted that the Republican convention was more effective than the Democrats convention. He also talked about how the Democrats were not keeping to time. They had a lot of guests to come and speak. He also talked about how Biden did not give his speech on time. He had to give his speech quite late. It is so clear that the president was pushed out of the party based on how he was treated. For someone who is the president of his party, there's no reason why he should have given his speech that late. And for Christ's sake, it's an old man who does not need to stay out that late, since the power that they has already chosen their candidate. They would have given him that accord. They were according him that respect by allowing him to give his speech on time, then leave. If he chooses to leave, he leaves. If he chooses to stay, stay. Not just calling one guest after the other to give their speech and give their... So before we dive into this video, if this is your first time here, please like and subscribe to this channel.
Of, over a dozen people who were pretty big name speakers tonight, including some maybe less big names that maybe they could have done without on this particular night. But I think they felt like they had to showcase all of that, and it pushed the program well into the night, leaving Biden speaking into the dead of the night. But I think that that's probably going to be a microcosm of what we will see for the rest of this week. This is a convention that everyone wants to have a piece of, and they have several generations of political talent. Two former presidents, one sitting president. There are a lot of people that they have to put on this stage.
Well, think about all the members of the Democratic bench that we didn't hear from.
Yeah.
Gavin Newsom, Gretchen Whitmer, Josh Shapiro.
Oh, but there are 3 more days. Actually, now 2.5 more days.
Yeah, I mean, it's just there are going to be a lot of people who think Joe Biden kind of got the fuzzy end of the lollipop tonight, just because the event went so late that his speech did not even start until 11:30 p.m. East Coast time, and that is also a microcosm.
I think if they were trying to prevent that impression, they failed tonight. I mean, they should have, to be honest, given him time earlier in the night. They should have kept the schedule a little bit tighter, but they didn't.
There's one... So I'm sorry.
The only thing I was going to say was I do feel like Biden, obviously understanding the context of all of this, he gave a really forceful speech. I mean, maybe too forceful at certain points. Speaking to this room at the top of his voice for almost 50 minutes, maybe to prove something that he still has.
Very, very late at night.
Yeah.
A lot of people are talking about how it was intentional that they put Joe Biden in so late last night. I was like, my gosh, how much longer am I going to have to stay awake? Because I wanted to see it all. We could wake up in the morning and watch it.
And then what did you see at the bottom of the screen that put you over the top?
I was flipping around channels and it said, coming up next, Chris Coons. I'm like, why? And then Raphael Warnock. What?
Well,
I want to see Jill Biden. I want to see Joe Biden, and then I want to go to bed.
But well, the thing is, what I did is just watch the replay. I got to get you a VCR.
I should have done that. I'm doing that. I got to get some sleep tonight.
But I would add this. It looks like they cut James Taylor out. They cut Debbie Wasserman Schultz and somebody else out. It still went long. I mean, if you look at their platform with all the mentions of re-election of Joe Biden, how many? 19? And then they realized they had these speakers with no discipline at all. I guess that's not unique to the Democratic convention, but we got spoiled last month. Things went off like a top. top. But you could see by Jake Tapper's comments that I rewatched the replay this morning, they were saying, well, it was pretty long. It was 49 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was all over the place. It was legacy, and it could have. And Van Jones came out and said, "Well, it could have been shorter."
Well, it could have been.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't just long, though, guys. It was full of things that says that everything is going right with America.
Lies.
The border has been fixed. That inflation has been fixed. That they've given all the goodies to the American people, and you just got to wonder, after he painted such a glowing picture of his administration, why would they force a guy like that out of the race?
Well, you know, here's the thing about it going past prime time, and that is if you're going to do a TV show, you should probably have a TV producer doing it, because obviously if they just had politicians saying, okay, these are the people we owe 5 minutes to. So we got 75 people who are going to speak before Joe Biden. It was very poorly produced. And as Jackie was highlighting, even people inside the Biden circle are like, look, they're screwing him. He's whiny. He has to give the speech he never wanted to give, which is so long, everybody. I had a great life. He didn't want to do that. He was squeezed out by the party, and then he was squeezed out by the show. They should have put him on at 9 o'clock Eastern time and then had Chris Coons go after him.
But it
was insulting.